I was playing this team and it crashed. So I'm like, hey, they were beating me. I just picked a random team and I didn't want anybody that was too bad. Akron or Akron, Ohio, they were getting me. They were doing better than expected. So since it crashed, I'm going to their hometown and I'm gonna try to get my lick back. You know, if you beat me when it crashed, that means you win. So I was trying to get my lick back, and they were beating me at home too.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10.
I've beaten some decent teams. I beat Tennessee. That's probably the best team I beat. I spanked Duke.
So Akron's offense will be first on the attack. And we get our first look at Jordan Gant. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gant. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
All right, 3-4.
Caught by Williams on the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. He unleashed that with some serious spin rates and revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
On the ground, it's Gant. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Just enough.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Some success.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
That's just my pass rush.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dig and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Burris.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws, they're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. That's caught. It's Burris. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, and a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Somebody's going to try to crash the game right now.
Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So Washington's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, the master at his craft, perform today. And obviously, nobody in this
breaks into the open. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column. And look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
On the left side, grabbed by Williams. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The run inside. It's Gant. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. And some room to work. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The sure hands, it's Williams. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Offense gets set for second down. Guys, it's Akron holding the lead here so far. As we get a look at the numbers so far.
If I can get him to throw in a cover two, I can get a big 6. Maybe a cover 2 look. And I don't know if these 3-4 plays will enough
Lots
to
of
know
time
which
left
one
and
has
ready to go
9
back at it
6.
here in the second quarter.
But against a normal, I can run the 6.
First play of the period will be a second down. Tight end now in motion. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive.
Right now
even when
has
you get in
my
this
number.
part of the field,
Like
when everything shrinks and gets
better.
a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Do not want to get too cute, though.
Trying to run, it's Gant. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Press them.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
They might have scored.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
I didn't like the whole field.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
We needed a 4-man rush.
I know the intensity can be overwhelming, but you have to hold your water. This makes it much tougher on 3rd and goal. He's got it and still on his feet.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch.
You want to try to get it over somebody.
That might be getting paid. Nice job there by the QB.
That's good announcing. I got to give the announcers some credit. I've heard the announcers make one mistake
here in the 2nd.
In overtime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be
won,
aggressive. Man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The announcing is on point, typically. Can we take this?
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25. Stopped at the 26.
I'm still letting the computer
and Washington is ready to go back on the attack. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
I don't know how long I can
and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Motion from the wideout. Williams. Here's the pressure. At the 35, he's got room. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
He wants to change this route. Williams looking for a man. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down.
If they're cramped on me, I'm switching off. They're not. So let's go.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Moss. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Here's Williams to throw. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They give it to him again. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Never.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Williams, bringing the heat. Buried before he completes.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Moving out to the right. Got his man. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. It's good. The lead is down to a field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out
there. The Zips ready to go on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the Zips are in the hurry up.
You can't throw it much better than that. You've got an in-breaking route coming from the right-hand side, and there wasn't a big window to squeeze that football into, but really nice job on the timing. He threw it at the perfect moment, puts it only where his guy can make the catch, and they get a big first down.
Trying play action. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
He wants to throw it again. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say,
I mean, the man defense
short,
seems okay if you're
run it,
calling
be the
pass.
more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
They'll beat you by like 5
Punt
yards.
goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. This drive will open from the 15. RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. The offense changing the play. Throwing, Williams. Got his man on the outside. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
I'm gonna run this.
Could not make his way to the corner. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Williams to the air again. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll be brought down. Timeout call by the Huskies. That's their second.
Do not know how to spike it.
And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Williams. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Beautiful punt.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Akron offense ready to set up shop. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gant. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Being chased. That's reeled in. It's Gant. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Good right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Zips will line up to kick off and start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, the Huskies head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Williams to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Turning it on. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Here's a give to Washington. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the
they
football.
took away that
Such a
little
weapon. We
pass to the
saw
tight
it
end,
all
that drag
throughout
to the
this
tight
game
end. They
so
took it
far.
away,
You
and
see
I'm
it.
like,
Once you get closer to that red area, man,
I can
you
outrun
get that
this lineman.
+1 advantage, having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that
Yeah,
even when you're
blocking.
right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today,
Well,
guys have
there's
been in
no
position to make a tackle, but they
penalties.
just
Yeah,
can't
it is.
get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's giving this defense all they can handle.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Mason. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew
individual
coming
players.
into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Gant. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And the Zips will
It's
fire
not like
away
I
on 4th
said
down.
someone.
This will be the second
I know,
time they've
that's
had to
a
kick it
cool
away.
song. No, it's a perfect.
Make
perfect
sure
song
that
is
there's
cool.
not going to be a
It's not
return
like
on
that
this
Phil
when
song.
ball's out of
It's not like
bounds,
that
and I
Rose.
think they'll mark it right
That
around the
fateful
25.
spear
Here comes
into
the
the song.
Washington offense to start this possession.
I need to stop
They
running
haven't
this.
really been able to light up this
Yeah.
scoreboard, but
It's
putting
going
points
right up
up
the middle.
would be huge here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Still on his feet at the 45. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
Give it to him.
All right, David, as
Running up the
someone that
middle, my
loves
running back in there.
defense and sound defense, how would you
But, I mean,
evaluate their job fitting that play?
To quote the
kinda
great
gotta look at it.
philosopher Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Defense is about making the ball go where you want it to go. Like guys doing their job and fitting it to the second level player correctly. That was a clinic tape on what not to do.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And they get him down.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming
Really?
up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. Fires on the move. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And that's a big missed opportunity. You got the running back. You got him isolated exactly how you wanted to get the 1st down, move the sticks, and what does he do? Drops the ball right through his hands.
Might be changing the route.
I'm gonna go to Roebuck. Go over them.
4th down, Williams. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gant.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gant. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're working that left side. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off play action on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Keeps it on the bootleg. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Zips. With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Stop short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll give it to Washington. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Washington again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Complete in the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
What is announcers talking about? They got the lead. Or are they prophetic?
Touchdown, Washington. They move on top here in the 4th.
I think he's a backup quarterback.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Yeah, I just got to keep giving Lamar the ball. That seems to be the recipe. Yeah,
no surprise this late in the game. They need to go for 2 to try to extend that lead to a field goal. They'll try to blast their way in. He will be stopped short. They can't get the 2-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
He was just there. But I don't know.
And the defender just
I
way
don't know
too
the rules.
handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The run inside. It's Gant. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to it. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 36, so now probably a passing situation.
He's open on the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
With the catch, it's Burris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the
Shit,
catch.
I knew that was going to work.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Defense wants to bring the heat. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for hhis confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
Touchdown Zips, and they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5.
Same boat, less time.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. He'll try the left side. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Williams, here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Throwing, Williams. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
From the gun, the ground game. Hard running there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Williams looking for a man. On target. Oh, he got loose. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play.
The offense coughs it up. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Oh, boy.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Zips sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead.
Oh, he's got some space. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Motion from the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Williams, flushed out of the pocket, gets rid of it, makes the grab, and he'll be smacked to the ground. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those 1st downs, and just make that clock run.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He's got it. At the 45 on his way. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. Williams will pass. Flips it out in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Third down from the gun, Williams. Out of the backfield, he's open. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second.
I might have to take over as
And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late. They'll go for it on fourth down. Williams to throw for it on fourth. Escapes the pressure to his right. Past the 30. There he goes. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Williams to throw. On the run, still looking. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Huskies. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Huskaroo.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Yeah, we should need to go. Go for 2 to get up for 2.
Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his 2-point conversion attempt. Trying to slam in. He'll be stopped short. Still a 1-point game here in the fourth. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied.
They can still get me, but it's not going to be easy. They got timeouts.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, no big surprise here in the fourth quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. This team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
This is the only part of the game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Powell, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.
Talk about making some serious plays after fumbling it from like the 3-yard line off that option. they don't let that cheese go through. You got to really make a difficult play to move the ball in this game, because when you look at it, the only cheese I was getting is like, you know, scrambling quarterback, whatever. But other than that, I got to really make a difficult catch, tough pass, quick read. So sooner or later.